Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Shadowhunters 12 Shadowhunters 12 episode 12 of Shadowhunters review. I'm sorry that I had to split this into two parts. I really am. Didn't want to do that, but I didn't get through everything I wanted to get through in the first part, so I had to split this into two parts so I can talk about everything sufficiently and actually give my thoughts and explain everything that happened. But yeah, so in the first part, I pretty much got through almost the entire episode, but there were still a few things I wanted to hit on. So yeah, I left off with Clary went up to Jace after the whole wedding, after Magnus crashed the wedding, and Jace was like, "Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't, shut you out." And Magnus uh, goes to them and says something like, "Believe it or not, I came here for not just for Alec or something." So they go back to this room, and this is where I got confused. Uh, oh, by the way, one thing I did forget to mention is so Ragnarfell died, which I mentioned in the first part, but like Magnus was in his apartment, and it's like Ragnarfell was coming back as a ghost or something, or like some reason like that. That was kind of a weird part. I didn't really care for that part very much because it didn't really make a lot of sense. But like he came back as a ghost or something, or like he was serving as a part of Magnus's conscience or something. I'm guessing or whatever. But they were kind of talking about like because he was talking about how Camille like hurt him and everything, which is also I'm also glad that they mentioned that because that also was something from the books. Um, both the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices. But like Ragnarfell is pretty much giving him a speech, like a talk about how he has to follow his heart. It's like it or follow or it was weird, but like obviously Magnus went and crashed the wedding, so I mean I guess it's not really that important. I just that was kind of weird, but anyways. And since when are Ragnarfell and Magnus Bane best friends? It's like when Ragnarfell died, Magnus was like he was like really upset, and it's like yeah, he's known him forever, but like it never seemed like in the books they were like best friends or anything. Because I'm pretty sure like Ragnarfell disapproved of Magnus's like getting together with Alec, or like he disapproved of Magnus or something. So I don't know. It's not that I guess it's not that important in the long term. But anyways, just something I wanted to point out. But like, so he lays out all this stuff, and uh, he grabs this one thing and does like warlock tracking. So I don't even know if that's a thing. So we had Parabatai tracking, and now we have Warlock tracking. Whatever. So he grabs this thing, whatever it is, and he's like feeling it, and then Camille pops up, and then like it flashes Camille, and then it comes back, and apparently Raphael's keeping Camille trapped in at his lair somewhere. I forget where they said, and Clary's like, well, Camille wouldn't help me because I punched her in the face. But so like, wait a minute, maybe I missed something. But why are they getting Camille to help? Like, if you could put down in the comments or something, I must have missed something. It's like, why are they having Camille help? Like, does she know something about the Book of White, or I must have missed something because I didn't catch whatever how Camille could help them or something, or maybe it was mentioned back in Magnus's apartment, but please let me know because I must have missed something. Let me know in the comments if I missed something or if you're confused like I am. But so we let's see. We go to Alec's parents eventually confront Alec and Maurice and Robert, and obviously Alec's mother is not happy. Like she is like, you embarrassed us in front of like the best, some of the most respected and best people of the clave, and this whole wedding was your idea, and you went out of your I don't know whether you're being selfish or so she obviously is not happy. Alec defends himself, and he's like, I'm not anyone different. This is just, I'm not any different. It's just out in the open now. So his mother's obviously not happy, and it's weird because I would think that the mom like the father would be really unhappy, but then the mother would be like the one that would say he'll come around. But then actually it's Robert that comes up and it's just like she'll come around, she'll you know, and Alex just like, what about you, and uh, Alex's father is obviously he's like a lot less harsh on him, but he's just like, I don't understand this, but whatever. Are you like in love with him or something? And Alex just like no, and like this is kind of another funny moment. Like Robert was like, how long has this been going on? And Magnus just steps up and he's like, this is new. This hasn't been going on for long at all. And so Alex's father's just like, aha. Like it was a very aha moment. Like very aha, yeah. Like he's obviously very uncomfortable. It was kind of funny, but like so he kind of just pats Alec on the shoulder and then just like, I better find your mother, and he just goes away. And then Alec or Magnus, one of them said that they hadn't gone the first day. So Alec is like, you want to get a drink sometime, and Magnus was like, yeah, I'd love to. So we got that, and then we got Lydia going to get the Mortal Cup, which I'm guessing she was going to get it to take it back to Idris. I'm guessing. Because was she taking it for her own or was she taking it back to Idris? That's what I'm guessing. She was like taking it back because like when she first opened it, she was grabbing it. I was thinking, oh shit, she's working for Valentine. But then someone knocks her out and takes the cup, which obviously it is revealed to be Hodge because Hodge made the deal with Valentine to break the punishment that he has. The punishment that he has to stay at the Institute and he can't go out. He has that curse punishment, whatever. So he made the deal with Valentine to break it. And obviously, I'm very happy that they stuck to that because that is obviously something else that happened in the books, in the first book, anyways. Um, so yeah, he makes the deal with Valentine, so he's obviously got the cup and he's going to take it to Valentine. Um, and what else? What else? Oh, Clary and Jace talk some more. Clary is like, we'll figure all this out, and she shows him the box that has JC on it, which is another callback to the book, which I also appreciated. He opened the box, it had like a shoe in it and everything. I think it had the strand of hair because in the book it was very specific. Like she would take out the hair, like the strand of hair, and she would like get up, she would cry over it like every day, like a particular day every year. But it had the initials JC on it, Jonathan Christopher, and that's Jace's name because JC, Jace, you know. So, they kind of have that exchange, and Jace is just like, there's something dark in me. Maybe I belong with Valentine, and Clary's just like, no, I know you're a good person. So there was that, and I believe, I believe we ended the episode with Hodge making the deal with Valentine. I believe. Yeah, I think so. If not, correct me in the I'm sorry, my memory is just like really bad tonight. I'm kind of feeling sick, but yeah, I believe we ended the episode with Hodge making the deal with Valentine. So yeah, there was that. But yeah, that was the episode. I think I addressed everything I wanted to. Oh, there's one more thing. There's one more gripe I have, and it was when Jace was suspicious of Lydia and he wanted to go interrogate her, but then Clary's like, "No, I'll do it. You could get in trouble for accusing, Alex's fiance." So Clary goes to uh confront Lydia, and obviously she fails right away because Clary makes it very obvious of what she's trying to get out of Lydia or what she's trying to accuse Lydia of, because she, working with Valentine and you know, like at one point, like Clary brings up Alex's happiness and the usual spiel about how Shadowhunters have to follow their duty and everything and all that crap. We've been over. It seems like we've been over that many times in the show already. But one of the things that Clary says, like she's like, "Do you even know Alec very well?" And it's like, Clary, you don't even really know Alec that well either. Like, yeah, you've been through a lot since you've met him. You've been kind of through a lot since you've met him, but do you even really know him either? Like, I think you're probably one of the last people that should be asking someone if they really know Alec, because I don't think you really know him too well either. And then she goes on to say, like, these people are like my family now. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. So, what is the time span of the show? Like, it's been like since Clary found out she's a shadow hunter, like what would you say the time span of the show has been so far? Like a week or something, a week and a half, like not even that. And you're already saying these people are like your family. You barely know any of them, like except for and freaking like Isabel to a lesser extent. Like I just found that kind of weird that she was saying that. Like these people are like family to me now, and it's like yeah, you've become friends. Like I mean, you have the whole thing with Jace and everything, and then like I don't know. It just kind of struck me as weird that she of all people were saying things like that. Like she was acting like she knew them really well or something, even though she doesn't really. And now she's calling them like she's saying they're like family, but I don't know. It was just weird. But yeah, that's just another little gripe I had. Not a big deal. But and then there was one scene in the wedding where Simon is obviously wanting to make the move on Clary because now he knows that Jace and Clary are brother and sister, so they can't get together. So Simon obviously wants to take advantage of that. So there's that kind of feud between Jace and Simon, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know if there's going to be really like a feud between them or not, but we'll see. But yeah, that's it for this episode. I think I covered pretty much everything. Again, sorry I had to split this into two parts. Just I wanted to be able to talk about everything in the episode. I didn't want to rush it and forget something. But so yeah, let's see. Overall opinions on this episode, I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't care for this episode that much. Like, I'd give it like a C plus maybe. Like the whole Ragnar Fell thing just for some reason felt very out of place in this episode. And I don't know why, it just did. Like for some reason, and then like Ragnar Fell's death just felt very sudden and very just hasty for some reason. That's just how I felt. Maybe you felt differently. That's just how I felt, though. I felt like this episode, in general, was kind of disjointed and everything, but it was okay, I guess. But I don't know. I mean, the Simon was pretty funny this episode. The Alec Magnus stuff was okay. Clary and Simon, I think the tension was built up. Was well, not built up, but it was. It was. I mean, like. The acting was pretty decent, I guess, overall. The tension was well acted, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah. So I guess it was okay. But this wasn't my favorite episode, and I just didn't care for it a lot. But I don't know. That's just how I felt. That's just my opinion. But let me know what you thought about the episode. Comments down below, of course. Opinions. Like this video. Subscribe if you want to. And yeah. So next week is the finale. And I'm hoping that they're gonna make the finale a really good episode. Well, not really good, but at least good. They're going to make it big, and they're going to end with a bang. So that way, when season 2 starts, everyone's gonna want to be watching it. But I don't know. We'll see. But this video ended up being long too, so I wanted to talk about every freaking thing about this episode. But anyways, yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace, and have a good night, day, whatever time you're watching this. Bye.